Welcome to the MTD Technical Corner. Today I have the pleasure to be joined by Ben Miller from SolidCam. Welcome, Ben.
Welcome, Joe. Thank you very much.
Now, Ben, in today's Technical Corner, we're going to be discussing the software, the CAD/CAM packages that you have available for the Swiss type, for the sliding head machinery. Firstly, give me a brief overview to what you offer.
So we offer full support for the Swiss type and sliding head machines, unlimited number of axes, unlimited number of channels. We also support the different axis patterns. Predominantly, you'll find them on the sort of Mitsubishi controllers, like on the Citizens and things. So we can choose how the axes work together. We support all the superimposition and full machine simulation for these type of machines as well.
Now, the technological advancements that have been happening with machine tools, how does your CAD/CAM cope with this?
So yeah, what we're finding is that generally or historically, the Swiss style machines were used for large batch work. It didn't really matter if it took 2 days to set up and program, because it would probably run for a few weeks to produce all the components. What we find now is we get customers coming to us saying, well, actually, we're using these for production style work, where we may be only running them for a day or two. So actually setting them up now becomes a bit more critical, and you know, the speed at which you can program these machines accurately and consistently is vastly more important than it was before.
So effectively, it's making the sliding head more flexible, and due to this, you can save setup times because you're setting up more frequently.
Yeah, so the software, you know, using the software, if you're used to using SolidCam, setting a Swiss type up is not much different to setting up a mill turn machine or a milling machine, and the software works in the same manner. So actually, setup times are vastly reduced on these type of machines, and again, it's consistency in the programming as well.
So from a technical perspective, tell me a little bit more about your software and advanced mill turn.
So yeah, the advanced mill turn, like I say, we've got unlimited support or support for a limited number of axes and channels. We can program any style mill turn machine and Swiss type and sliding head. We can have axes on the tools as well. We have a new tool table coming out in the summer as well, in the next release, which will support extra axes on the tools themselves in like assemblies of tools and things like that. So that's going to make it even easier to program these machines and to set up the simulation of these machines as well. They're quite a collision-rich environment, the Swiss type, as you'll know. So being able to fully simulate this with the full machine tool and the full models of all the tools and holders and things is a great benefit as well.
Now, are you finding as a company that more and more Swiss type users are manufacturing prismatic parts on their sliding heads?
Yeah, so again, when you look at a Swiss type machine, you might think, you know, you would generally put round pieces on there as like a lathe. But we are finding that more and more people are producing milling parts on these machines. It's more and more common to put what you would traditionally put on a milling machine onto a Swiss style or sliding head machine now.
And what's the maximum amount of axis that your software can manipulate at one given time?
So we can manipulate any number of axes. We can have unlimited support for the unlimited number of axes positionally. We can do 5 axes simultaneous on the Swiss types as well. So we can simultaneously drive those axes on those machines. And we've got unlimited number of channels as well on those style of machines. So whether you've got 2 channels, 3 channels, 4 channels, we can also split the channels either by turret or by spindle, which again is common on those Swiss style machines. So you can have either split with the channels, and we can support both methods.
I think it's imperative really that the sliding head users do use this kind of CAD/CAM software, and I find it hard to believe that they haven't really historically. So what are the main benefits? You mentioned obviously reducing programming time and consistency, but if you were to kind of if you were to kind of state one of your USPs or one of the main benefits you would sell your package on, what would that be?
With the Swiss type, the main benefit would be indeed the setup time and the programming time. So the ease and speed that we can program these style machines is greatly reduced, and also the full machine simulation as well. So being able to collision check the full environment before you take it to the machine is again another advantage.
Thank you, Ben. Now, Ben, before we go, you're well renowned for eye machining. You support different configurations of machine tools. Can you just give us a very brief overview in regards to the different machine tools that you also support at SolidCam?
Yeah, so we support any number of machine tools, really, 3-axis, 4-axis, 5-axis milling machines. We can go more axes than that if it's positional and indexial. We support all the mill turn and turning machines as well, so complex mill turns. Any type of machine tool, really, is fully supported in SolidCam.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.